Hello, everybody, and thank you for visiting Echoing Walls Music and for your interest in Music Sense. Before we get started talking about Music Sense, I'd like to take a moment to quickly introduce myself. My name is Dexter Nelson, and I live in North Carolina in a small town called Clayton that's just a ways outside of Raleigh. On the left-hand side is a pic of me in my home office working, and on the right-hand side is a pic of me where I was jamming on guitar, just kind of having fun at a friend's house not too long ago. I am a musician and I've been playing for 22 years now, and in the pic is my pride and joy. That's my double bass, and if you can actually notice there on the dresser, I'm not sure if you can see it, is some sheet music I was working on. I actually had my music stand stolen, so I've been using a dresser instead of buying a new one. I am a published classical composer and an author. On the right hand side again is Serenade the Wolves master score, which is the first of 7 classical works that I'm currently in the process of publishing, and on the left hand side is the first book I've ever published called Music for the Simple Man. I'm the founder of Echoing Walls Music, and I've been in business for about 10 years now. And what's cool is that my business is built on helping struggling musicians find success, and I also provide education and affordable resources to help aspiring musicians out. On the left hand side is a screenshot of my main website, echoingwalls.com, and on the right, that book I just mentioned, Music for the Simple Man, became a music theory course which kind of took off on its own, and now it has its own domain, howtoreadandwritemusic.com. So what is Music Sense? Music Sense is the first digital distribution platform of its kind. It allows others to listen to, purchase, and download music and audio from anywhere there is internet access. It works on virtually any computer, mobile device, or smartphone, and it has no programs to install, software to download, and you don't need any mobile apps. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, why design a digital distribution platform? It took me about 5 months to design this, doing the code myself from scratch, and I hear things like, but Dexter, I'm confused. Why design this system? Don't we already have digital distribution? And what makes Music Sense so special? The answer is we do, but it's not true digital distribution. And here's why. All of the companies out there have their own little share of the market. They have their own little corner and they kind of do their own thing. But distribution is all about getting your music out to as many people as possible and having it available everywhere. It shouldn't matter where you are. You should be able to have access to your music for other people, and other people should be able to access it regardless of what they're on. When these other companies, they kind of have their little high traffic websites and their software to download and programs to install, little apps to run, and everything is sort of proprietary. That's why I say it's not true digital distribution. Plus, not all of them are compatible with a whole lot of platforms, and now there's a big rush on trying to get music out to mobile phones and stuff like that, but all of them require mobile applications. What makes Music Sense different is that it supports a whole lot more than anybody else in the industry. It's got no software to install, no programs to download, there are no apps to run, nothing is proprietary, and it supports everything from Windows, OS X, the iOS operating system, which is like what they use on iPads and iPad Touch and iPhones, the WebOS, which is HP stuff, which is like the touchpad, the Veer, the P3, the Pre3, sorry, the Android, BlackBerry, Windows Phone. We just recently added HTC mobile phones, and we have had a few successful tests from T-Mobile's G1 and G2 phones. What makes Music Sense so unique is that it's not in the business to make money. It's in the business to help people. That's what I started Echoing Walls Music on, and that's what I wanted Music Sense to be. It was started by a struggling artist to help other artists. And I've decided to set a new standard for the industry based on helping people and not profit. So what's wrong with third-party services? Why would I take this approach? First, they give you a profile and a link to their site to promote. And when you think about it, it's actually stealing attention from you and your site. If you're going to be out there promoting a service or promoting music or CDs or any content that you're putting out, any type of merchandise, is it better for you to promote somebody else's site or promote your own? A lot of the services are restricted with limits on how much you can upload, number of downloads you can have, how much email you can send, and a whole lot more. We're all familiar with a lot of these services. If you want anything extra, bottom line is you have to buy it. And that includes digital distribution packages and marketing, which, when you think about it, isn't that why we sign up with those services to begin with, to get marketing and exposure, to get the distribution we need? But a lot of them are nothing more than just high traffic websites. And after you do all the hard work of marketing and promotion, when you make a sale, they take a cut from it. And after they take a cut, you have to wait to receive the money because you're restricted to pay schedules and payout structures. A lot of them have things where you have to accumulate a certain amount of money before they release the payment. And for me, it's just completely ludicrous because you're doing all the hard work, you're doing the promotion, and then they put their hands in your pocket and take money. And the worst thing is that they aren't even built for sales. Their business structures are built around recruiting artists. That's how they make their income. The more artists sign up, the more money they make. They are targeted toward other artists and not the public, and a lot of their services are based around meaningless things like how many listens you get, how many plays you get, and a lot of times they're forced to resort to gimmicks to keep you on board. Well, with the new industry standards of MusicSense, it requires no work from you. There are no more apps to run, processes to figure out, or daily tasks to perform. I'm a struggling artist myself, or I used to be, and I know exactly how your time constraints goes. I know what it's like to have to work graveyard shifts and work odd jobs just to have enough gas in your tank and enough money in your pocket to make it to your next gig. So I designed MusicSense so that all you have to do is create a profile and upload your music and audio. This is also something that's never heard of. We give you 100% of sales and they go directly to you. No pay schedules, no restrictions. When somebody makes a purchase, it goes directly to your account. We don't take commissions, and you're not limited to anyone else's pay cycles or ridiculous restrictions and limits. And this is something that I think every service should do, but they don't. We do the marketing for you. There's no more messing with profiles and promoting endless links that take away from your time, and they cost money. Have you ever tried to run a campaign by yourself? Marketing is expensive, and with us, you don't even have to send a single email. And this is the most beautiful part: there are absolutely no restrictions. When other services restrict accounts and usage, we don't. There is no upload limit. If you have 100 songs, upload 100 songs. We promote them all, just as we would any other. And this is the beautiful part. I mentioned that you end up promoting links to other people's site. With MusicSense, you can sell right from your own website. A lot of artists are going to promote their own stuff anyway. So we designed MusicSense so that you can actually embed stuff on your own website, and when anybody tries to buy anything, they download it right from your website. So, other services steal traffic from you. They give you links to their site and they expect you to promote it. We have provided that option for you to embed content so you can sell right from your own website. So, just to kind of quickly recap, what is MusicSense? It is the only digital distribution platform of its kind. Others can listen to, buy, and download your music or audio from anywhere there is internet access. We offer more compatibility for mobile devices and smartphones than anyone else in the industry. We're built to offer digital distribution and sales, which is the two most important things any musician needs. They need the exposure, and you need to get your merchandise and your music out there. It requires no work from you. It saves you a whole lot of time. We do the marketing for you, saving you both time and expenses, and you keep 100% of your sales. We're not greedy like everybody else. And there are no account restrictions. Everything is open for everybody. And even more than that, we go one step further. We give you buyer protection by paying reimbursements and refunds so you don't have to. Think about it. Who else in the industry is going to say, if somebody isn't satisfied with your product, they will pay the refund for you? Nobody else does that. So the big question that remains is, who needs MusicSense? It started out for independent artists and musicians, but we found that there are a lot of other people who are interested, and those include engineers and producers with samples, managers and labels, radio programs, podcasts, audio bloggers. In fact, we actually have one radio station right now that's already using us for syndication. Broadcasting networks, and basically anyone with music or audio that needs distribution and syndication, or anyone who has music or audio to sell. And I'm sure there are a lot more applications for it, we just haven't found them yet. So, how much does it cost? One of the biggest setbacks for everybody, not just struggling artists, is cost. In an industry where everyone wants to put their hand in your pocket, take a little piece of the pie, Music Sense goes in the opposite direction to save you money. Our prices are low and they stay low. They start at just $9.99 a month for individual artists, and they kind of scale up from there, but it's not at all very expensive. And to top it off, we provide unparalleled support and services that nobody else ever can, or nobody else has done yet in the industry. It's a very small investment for a very large service. So how do you get Music Sense? If you're watching this video on YouTube or Meta Cafe or wherever else this video has been uploaded, there's actually on the screen right now a couple links to our main website and to the link, the register link, where you can actually view the pricing and the options that we have. There's also quite possibly on the webpage you're viewing on or in the description for the video a link where you can actually go ahead and register. But if all else fails, we have our number. It is 919-576-9255. Again, my name is Dexter. Thank you for your interest in Echoing Walls Music and Music Sense, and I look forward to hearing from you and working with you. Thank you very much.